If you're looking to sprinkle a little Disney magic into your day without spending a fortune, then I've got you covered because did you know that Disney World in Florida offers free transportation that's not only practical but also super fun? Today I'm going to go over these different experiences, transportation options in Disney World, including the monorail, the Skyliner, the boats, and the buses, all for free. Trust me, they're not just transportation, they are an adventure. So, this is good for people that maybe have never been to Disney World, or if you have, but maybe just haven't really fully appreciated the fun of the Disney transportation. So, let's dive right in and let's start with the monorail. And this is not your average train, it's a Disney icon. It's been around since 1971, and it's just as magical now as it was back then. You can hop on for free from the Disney ticket and transportation center, and it'll go around and have different stops at various hotels like the Grand Floridian, the Polynesian Resort, and it actually goes through the Contemporary Resort, which is right next to Magic Kingdom. So it's a great ride with scenic views of the Seven Seas Lagoon, and you see some of Magic Kingdom, and it's a smooth, futuristic vibe that you get when you're on that ride, and it feels more than just like a ride. It's an experience that you won't forget, especially the part about when it goes through the Contemporary Resort. It's really awesome. Next up is the Disney Skyliner, and this is a relatively new one built over the last 5 years or so. It's a system that connects various resorts like Riviera, Hollywood Studios, Caribbean Beach, and you don't need park tickets to ride. Imagine just like gliding through the air on one of these colorful gondolas, looking down at the stunning Disney landscape. It's a peaceful and, let's be honest, it's a pretty cool way to fly around Disney World. And again, it is totally free. Now, let's talk about the boats. There's something really special and serene and relaxing about being on the water at Disney, whether you're riding a ferry boat across the Seven Seas Lagoon to the Magic Kingdom, or between resorts or destinations like Disney Springs and the nearby resorts. It's a relaxing experience. The views gorgeous. The breeze is refreshing when you go on the perfect day that is it's not raining. It's a peaceful way to really enjoy the magic of Disney World. And again, it's totally free. And if you're lucky, you might even catch the electrical water pageant, a floating parade in the lagoon. It's all free and it's all magical. But go online, check Disney World to see if they still offer that, depending on when you watch this video, or if they have any additional water entertainment that you might be able to hopefully see if you ride one of these boats. And finally, the Disney World buses. Okay, I know what you're saying, buses, but really hear me out on this, because these buses are all decked out with that Disney flair, and they're really themed in a nice way, a super convenient way to explore the resorts. And they're clean, reliable, and kind of fun if you think about it when you're surrounded by the other Disney fans on the bus with you. Plus, they're completely free. So it's a great way to go around Disney World. I've never had an issue riding the Disney World buses. They're actually part of the magic as well. And it's a great way to move about Disney World and cover a lot of ground for free. So there you go. There are some free ways that you can experience the Disney magic without even stepping into the parks. And these transportation systems are really special. They are not just a way to get around, they're part of the Disney magic, I would say. And Disney doesn't just build rides, they craft experiences. And every detail, from the music you hear on the monorail and the loudspeaker, what they say, to the gentle rocking of a boat on the water, is designed by Disney to immerse you in another world, a world of magic. And it's not just about the destinations, it's about the journey. And speaking of this journey, if you want to truly maximize your experience in Disney World, although, yes, these transportation options are complimentary and free, I think they're best enjoyed even if you are already a paying guest at Disney World, staying at one of the resorts. Because one of the ways that I have enjoyed Disney World immensely is to utilize one of my days that I was not really going to the parks or focusing on too many attractions. And I took the big portion of that day to explore other parts of Disney World. Specifically, I used a tactic called resort hopping, which is basically you're hopping around, transporting yourself from resort to resort, checking out the other resorts that you're not staying at and maybe you've never been to, and see what they are like. You never know, you might actually see one of the resorts and figure out that you do like it and plan to stay there in a future visit to Disney World. That's what I did. I've actually looked at resorts like the Grand Floridian, the Port Orleans French Quarter Resort, Coronado Springs. These are resorts that at the time I really wasn't looking at to stay at, but then when I saw what they had to offer from visiting them during my resort hopping escapades on the monorail or on the Disney buses, I decided in future visits to either stay and become a paying guest at one of those resorts, or at least to devote some time in the future, like I did with the Grand Floridian, to visit the Grand Floridian during the holidays, even if I was staying at a different resort, and check out the holiday attractions that the Grand Floridian has, like the gingerbread house and everything else that makes the Grand Floridian one of the most expensive on property, but one of the most beautiful as well. So that's another thing. You don't have to actually be able to afford to stay in all these resorts, no matter how much your budget is, because you can still visit them for free. That's part of the great advantage of Disney World. There's a lot that costs a lot of money in Disney World, that is for sure. But there's also a lot that you could do if you know how to maximize your time there. And if you have enough time, you could utilize the complimentary, totally free Disney transportation system to see the other resorts. And you can not stay there, but you can actually experience walking around their lobbies, checking out their stores, their shops. And if you go during holiday times, you can see their beautiful holiday exhibits and what they have to offer in that regard. So Disney World in Florida has a lot to offer if you take into account the Disney transportation system and use it to your advantage and really take advantage of everything that has to offer. You can have an even better time at Disney World, or at least see other things that you might incorporate into future Disney World vacations. So anyway, guys, with that said, hopefully you got something out of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.